Today I am putting a myth to rest. I do not want to hear it again. What is it? That it takes a long time to light a fire. So my name is Matt from House of BBQ Experts, and once and for all, I will teach you how to light a fire real fast, real hot. So lighting a fire shouldn't be that hard, it shouldn't take you that much time. It is real simple. There's only few key elements to do, and then your fire should be self-sufficient. How do you start a fire, first and foremost? There's a couple of options for you to play with, to see what you enjoy the most. So first, you have your good old chimney. So how does that work? Real simple. You want to dump in as much charcoal as you want in it, ball up some paper in the bottom. Otherwise, you can also use some fire starters. So basically, it's just cardboard and wax. So it will give you a more sustainable and more stable flame on it. So if you're trying to light up a fire in rough weather, I would encourage you to use that. Otherwise, like I said, the balled up paper should do the trick pretty good as well. Set it on fire, wait for about 5 minutes and just dump it in it. That simple. It shouldn't be too hard. If you're like me, if you want things sped up a little bit, if you're kind of lazy also, here's how I do it, my way. So basically, I always work with the max lighter. So all you have to do is press on that button for about 30 seconds. You'll see sparks flying all over the place. Concept is super simple. You got heat coming out of the top part, just dump it in the charcoal, and then it's just being blown out in the charcoal, and it's hot enough for the charcoal to light up. So 30 seconds to see sparks. It takes about 2 minutes to have a self-sufficient flame. And afterwards, you can keep just blowing on it if you want to grow it bigger and maybe cover more surface. I feel like this should be your go-to accessory if you want to do low and slow, because you can control your pockets of flame. So by using this, it's easy to control a single concentrated flame that will spread out through time, giving you more output out of your charcoal. So if you're skeptical about the 30-second marks, let's see how it plays out. So let me pause here for a second. As you can see, I'm starting to have a flame here. So one thing you do not want to do is leave your max lighter directly in it. So as you see spark, you want to pull away from the flame so it doesn't melt the end of your max lighter. And it also gives you more width on the airflow. So you blow a larger area so it lights up more surface of your charcoal. I'm gonna quit right now. So if I wanted to do low and slow, I would leave it like that. So I only have one pocket of flame inside my kettle, and that's the best way to light your fire. So it spreads out through time. If I wanted to cook a steak, however, I would probably poke a second pocket, light it up so it spreads out and warm a lot faster as well. So it's gonna light up my charcoal twice as fast. You can do a couple pockets if need be if your firebox is full of charcoal. So you have control of how much heat you're gonna get out of your kettle with this simple accessory. Another great tip if you wanna speed up or maybe slow down your lighting process is to play with your lid. So obviously, if you give more air to your fire, it's gonna burn brighter. So if you wanna accelerate the process because you wanna cook steak, just do this whole process with the lid open so it gets as much air as it can. If you want to do low and slow, however, I would suggest you do your pocket first, close the lid, open the vent so it progresses slowly into a small fire that's self-sufficient without really bursting out of control. Because one of the risks with the kettle is to slow down or tone down your heat source. So really want to try to build up progressively. So never again should I ever hear someone telling me that lighting a fire is intricate and takes too much time. As you can see, I'm 2 minutes in, my fire burns bright, and I'm ready to cook, I would say chicken at least. And I'm about 2 minutes from cooking steak. It's that simple. So I hope this helped. Make sure to subscribe on our Facebook page, Instagram page. If you have any questions, as always, you reach out, we answer. And until then, enjoy your cookouts.